Grandfather was a sailor, he blew in off the water. My father was a farmer, and I, his only daughter. I took up with a no-good working man from Massachusetts, who dies from too much whiskey and leaves me these three faces to feed. And my work ain't easy, my work ain't hard, my work ain't nothing but an awful boring job. I'm waiting for a daydream to take me through the morning, put me in my coffee break where I can have a sandwich and remember it's me and my machine for the rest of the morning and the rest of the afternoon gone for the rest of my life. My mind begins to wander to the days back on the farm. I can see my father smiling at me, swinging on his arm. I can hear my granddad's stories about the storms out on Lake Erie, where the vessels and cargoes and fortunes and sailors' lives were lost. But if my life has been wasted and I have been a fool, let this manufacturer use a body as a tool. I can ride out in the evening and staring at my hand, staring by my sorrow, that young girl ought to stand a better chance. Work in the mills just as long as I'm able, and never meet the man whose name is on the label. But it's me and my machine for the rest of the morning, the rest of the afternoon gone, for the rest of my life. Hey everybody, thank you. That's a James Taylor song about labor. It's a little depressing, but it's a beautiful song. I like sad songs personally. But anyway, it's nice to see your faces, and Chrissy, you're gonna take the platform? Yes. Oh, good. Here we go.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Unity of Michiana Spiritual Center. That was like, I see Martha back there. Like that just kind of rolled right off my tongue. So as you might know, Sandy's on vacation today. So you're gonna have the board. We're gonna do kind of a rotating presentation. 3 of us are gonna be participating in the service to support all of you. And would you please not join me, but I'm going to read the mission and vision statement of Unity. We are a heart-centered, multi-generational, and diverse spiritual community dedicated to teaching and practicing a positive life approach in our spiritual journey. And our vision is a world united in loving acceptance, celebrating inclusivity, harmony, prosperity, and awakened conscience. And I'm going to say the opening prayer. If you'll all take a deep breath in. As we start this service today, we know that Sweet Spirit is among our presence here in this building and those at home. The Sweet Spirit surrounds each and every one of us. And we know that the messages and the music today will fill us with the word that we just need to hear. We are guided by your light each and every day, and we are grateful for this opportunity to come together in community, in spirit, and in love. In your name, always, amen. We don't have children because they are still on vacation. However, we are all children of God. So would you please rub your hands together, generating that sweet, sweet energy of spirit. I see the light of God. Repeat after me. I see the light of God surrounding each and every one.
Surrounding each and every one.
Blessing us each and every day.
Blessing us each and every day.
And today is birthday day, or birthday month. So we are, September birthdays. So I know one person in the room has a September birthday. Skip. You have a September birthday? Yay, yay. Anybody else have a September birthday? Skip, will you come up so we can sing happy birthday to you? Anybody online, Susan?
But I know Cliff Richardson has a birthday this month.
All right, Cliff and Skip. All right, we're going to sing happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, your birthday. Happy birthday to you. God is blessing you now. God is blessing you now. God is blessing you, are wonderful. God is blessing you now.
Thank you. All right, and now I'm going to light the Christ candle and have the prayer box brought forward. And we are here in the one spirit of the light of Christ. Turn it back over to John.
I'm raising the veil between me and my God. No separation, no distance at all. God is right here in my heart. God is right here in my heart. God is right here in my heart. I'm raising the veil between me and my God. No separation, no distance at all. is right here in my heart. God is right here in my heart. I'm raising the veil. I want to know you. Oh God, I'm raising the veil. I want to hear you. Oh God, I'm raising the veil. I want to feel you. Oh God, I'm raising the veil. I want to praise you. Oh God, I'm raising the veil. I want to love you. Oh God, I'm raising the veil between me and my God. No separation or distance at all. God is right here in my heart. God is right here in my heart. God is right here in my heart. I'm raising the veil. Okay, here's a spiritual work song for Labor Day. And may the work we do make the world we live in a little more worthy of our children. And may the work we do make the world we live in a little more worthy. May the work we do make the world we live in a little more worthy of our children. May the work we do make the world we live in a little more worthy of our children. May the work we do make the world we live in a little more worthy of our children. May the work we do make the world we live in a little more worthy of our children.
Hello. I'm here to read the daily word today, and the word today is togetherness. Togetherness enriches my soul. So much of modern life involves time alone and solitary effort. The more conveniences I acquire, the less time I may seem to have. When I find myself spending too much time alone, it's good for me to invest time and effort in my relationships. Togetherness is a way to remember life is about more than work and busyness. I am part of something greater than myself. Time spent with others blesses and enriches me. It calls me to share of myself and remain open to others' journeys and ways of looking at life I may have not considered. Togetherness is the balm of my soul and a way to feel the presence of God reflected in those with whom I share this wonderful planet. I am part of the wondrous human family, and I celebrate our togetherness. So we, who are many, are one body in Christ, and individually we are members of one another. Romans 12:5. Thank you. Here's Chrissy.
Thank you, Sue, for reading our daily word. And now I'm going to start the time of meditation. So I want you to settle into your seat wherever you are, here in this sacred space or at home. quieting our mind, ready to listen to the still small voice in this meditation. And there's a breathing process called ujjayi breath. It's the breath of the ocean. It's a practice that will help us to quiet our mind, give us mental focus, reduce your stress, and give a deep sense of inner calm and connection here and right now. So the ujjayi breath, you breathe in and hold for a few seconds, and then you breathe out, making an ocean sound through your mouth or through your nose. And then again, breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in the breath of Source. Breathe out with the ocean sound, releasing that stress. Go at your own pace for a few breaths, centering your mind, relaxing into this moment, dropping your shoulders. Ujjayi breath. In, ocean sound out. Not only does this breath practice connect us, but it brings us in to a peace within ourselves. And that peace is ours as we still ourselves in the spiritual silence. Silence is our sanctuary, retreating from habitual thought and action for refreshment in silence. We are immersed in peace. I am peace. Peace calms our nerves, harmonizes our feelings, and opens our mind. I am peace in this moment. Take a few more breaths in, releasing with the ocean sound. The light of divine wisdom guides our every step. Any question on our mind, any concern in our heart, we now direct that to divine wisdom. Wisdom arises as an intelligent signal, and we recognize it as both an answer and a sense of direction. Always with us, that divine wisdom guiding us. God is wisdom. Therefore, I am wisdom, making wise decisions. Our path is made clear with wisdom, the divine spirit guiding us. A breath in and a breath out. Every thought of God life strengthens and heals us. Present in our body temple, we focus on the truth of divine life. We choose thoughts that align with life, vitality, vigor, flow, health, and wholeness. Every thought of truth strengthens our body's systems and functions. Every thought of truth blesses and heals, connecting to that source of breath, breathing in and breathing out, knowing that these thoughts and this meditation of truth blesses and heals us. We are centered in the expression of divine life in this moment. Breathe in, breathe out, and release. We live expectantly, gratefully, and abundantly. We are present and fully aware of the bounty of blessings in our lives. When we focus on all that is good and right, we emulate gratitude. To any lack of thought, we might say, be present, be grateful. We are ever flowing well of gratitude and prosperity, always. Spirit giving us everything that we need, connecting to that source of breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Our thoughts, words, and actions contribute to a peaceful world. As we focus on the great truth of oneness, we think of all people as sisters and brothers. Our thoughts, words, and actions encourage and uplift others. We contribute to that conviction of one God, one humanity, and one world. Breathing in the source of life, ocean breath out. Taking a moment of silence, centering ourselves in our oneness, listening to that still small voice in that silence. And now as I hold this prayer box, we release all the names and situations in this box. And in your heart, speak aloud the names of those, the situations that you hold in your heart. Speak them aloud as we release them into the ethers of the universe. That sweet spirit, divine love, lifts all of these prayers to divine order. Unity of Michiana, Reverend Sandy and Bill, my sweet family far away, my sweet family around the world, Martha, those suffering illnesses in my life and others, world peace, our community. And knowing that these words spoken have been given, knowing that before we say our prayers, that God knows in our heart what we need, always there for us, always guiding us. We are forever blessed to be the I am. And with that, all is well and all is good.
Breathe through me, breathe through me. Oh, blessed Spirit, breathe through me, breathe through me, breathe through me. Oh, blessed Spirit, breathe through me, live through me, live through me. Oh, blessed Spirit, live through me, live through me, live through me. Oh, blessed Spirit, live through me. So I was looking through my a lot of PDFs are on my computer for a song about labor or spiritual song about labor, and I thought about the harvest, and I found this song by Jim Scott. It's kind of an Earth Day song, but it does talk about the harvest, and it's a good song. He listened to a lot of James Taylor, I'm convinced, and then and also he's an interesting figure because he has a songbook. He's still in Unity Church. He's still living, and he made a couple albums back in the day. And he like co-authored a lot of songs. Like he arranged a lot of songs for other Unity musicians. So he's pretty accomplished, at least within our church. There's also a recording that I looked at the guys that he had on it, and they're like musicians, like guys we look up on YouTube, like Steve Gadd, who played with Steely Dan, and there's a couple big names on it, so I thought that was kind of amazing. But anyway, I hope you enjoy it. It's not an easy song, it has some weird timing things, so I'll give it my best shot. Nope. Play acoustically. Okay. Okay, I've had a great weekend playing gigs, so I knew something like this would have to happen. Okay, here we go. Plant more than you harvest, sun and water, earth and sea. Plant more than you harvest, give the earth all that it needs. And more than you harvest, give the earth all that it needs. The earth all that it needs. Clear the meadows and the highway, and put plants down in between. Let the forest forest hold the hillside and cover the earth with green. Let the forest hold the hillside, cover the earth with green, cover the earth with green. And the grains to feed every man and child, some for all the beasts and birds, and some to just grow wild. Some for all the beasts and birds, and some to just grow wild. Some to just grow wild. And more than you harvest, water than earth and sea. And more than you harvest, give the earth all that it needs. And more than you harvest, the earth all that it needs, all that it needs. Spreading over all that dwell below, and the fallen trunk held seeds reveal the secrets that they know. In the fallen trunk held seeds reveal the secrets that they know, the secrets that they know. Some seeds fall by the wayside, some will make it through. On the water, a wind, or a loving hand, the cycle starts anew. On the water, the wind, or a helping hand, the cycle starts anew. The cycle starts anew. And more than you harvest, the water than earth and sea. And more than you harvest, give the earth all that it needs. And more than you harvest, give the earth all that it needs, all that it needs. Thank you. Yes, I'm done. It's a nice song, but I need another week with it, honestly. It's not easy.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Unity. I've prepared a talk today. It's called Undefeating Myself. It's kind of an interesting topic because we are all kind of our own worst critic. We are sometimes, the chatter in the back of our minds tends to cause us to ask the question, why did I get myself into this? Why did I sign up for this? All of that kind of stuff. And when I started delving into it, I found that it's kind of a pretty big topic when you really look at it from a higher perspective. There's a lot of ingredients that go into this. I look at it kind of like baking a cake. We got to kind of bring all the ingredients together. It really doesn't matter what order that you put them in the bowl. It just matters what you do with it when it's in the bowl and when you put it in the oven and what it looks like when it comes out. So we're going to delve into a bunch of different areas that I think are important. Starting with some of the basic questions, the who, what, where, when, and why. Those are some very fundamental questions, and I think it's important that we kind of look at those. The first thing is, who are you? who am I? Who are we as people? Who are we as individuals? And more importantly, who are we as spiritual beings? Our thoughts, our behaviors, our beliefs, and our feelings all come into play to kind of define who we are as people, who we are as spiritual beings. I'm just going to start reading some stuff that kind of goes into the recipe. We create our life from the inside out, not the other way. It's not what comes at us that defines who we are as people. It's how we react. It's how we absorb and take that in and process it and respond to that kind of makes us who, kind of helps define who we are as people. Negative beliefs play a huge part in that. We tend to knock ourselves down. Like I said, we are our own worst critic. We're the ones that tend to just not believe in ourselves. How can we change that? What can we do? What are some of the things that we can change about the belief systems that we have about our own self that are going to make us feel a little bit more confident in what we do and how we do it? We are spiritual beings having a human experience. We are here to add to the beauty of creation, of all that is. I truly believe that. Another part of it is as we seek, so shall we find. What are you looking for? Are you looking for the faults in yourself? Because you're certainly going to find them. Whether they're real or whether they're not, you're still going to believe that they're real. Or are you looking for the better part of yourself? Are you looking for your accomplishments, your good beliefs in yourself? Be conscious of that, because that really determines your reality. We are all created from the Creator. We are all part of one. We have our own individuality and uniqueness that is specific to us, which is part of the divine plan, which that could be a whole another talk all by itself. But your very existence proves that you are worthy. Does it? I mean, it really does. If God cared enough to create you and let you be and let you exist, think about the wonderfulness of that gift by itself. You are worthy. You are capable. You are energy. You came into this life. You came from energy as energy. You will leave as energy. And science proves energy cannot be stopped. It can change form, but it cannot become not energy anymore. So that means that we will move through our existence into different experiences. Unconditional love is the vibration of existence itself. Unconditional love is the vibration of existence. Just the very fact that you exist, you are unconditional love. You cannot become non-existent. You will always exist. You always have existed, and you will always exist. We have preferences in life. We have things that we like, things that we enjoy, things that we love to do, to people we like being around and things like that. And we also have preferences of experiences that we don't like. We don't have any control of how that comes at us. Again, it's how we respond to those things that are coming at us that make us a better whole person. When confronted with something you don't prefer, allow it to move through you and keep going. Process it, feel it, understand it if you can, but allow it to keep moving past. Don't hold on to any part of it. Just let it go. Let it move on. It's part of your experience. Again, life doesn't happen to you. It happens from you. Another ingredient in the recipe that we're making is time and space. We live, well, you could put a date and a time on today, here, and now. But I'm challenging you to think about this. Do we ever have anything other than here and now? Do we have the past? Do we have tomorrow? We really don't. All we ever have. Excuse me. I just get emotional when I think about it. Time was created by man, not a higher existence. I could ask you what time it is, and you'd tell me what time it is. I could ask you what date it is, what year it is, what month it is, and you'd tell me. But in all reality, it's the same. It's the same time. You check your watch, it should say, it's now. Oh, check it now. Guess what? It's still now. And it will always be now. It will never be anything other than now. And it has always been. And it will always be. God doesn't live by time. He's not restricted. He or she, excuse my use of pronouns, that's something that's been programmed into me for years, and maybe some of you can relate to that. Please don't take it that way. But God isn't restricted by time. He doesn't, he or she, it, the one, the all, the presence, the source, isn't restricted by time. There was no beginning, and there is no end. It has always been. And you have always been a part of it. Powerful. The physical mind does not understand how things are going to happen. The greatest minds didn't know how it was going to happen. They just believed that it was going to happen and that it would. Tesla, Einstein, you fill in the blank there. Don't restrict yourself to needing to understand how something is going to happen. Believe that it will. You are creating it, and it will happen. This one's going to be a bit jarring for you for a minute. But bear with me and let me explain. Life is meaningless. It's like, wait a minute. You're taking away my hope? You're taking away my faith? You're taking away my joy? Life is not meaningless. Life comes at us without meaning, without definition. We are divinely created and inspired to define that comes at us. Whether we define it as something good, something bad, something right, something wrong, something completely neutral. We are part of creation in how we define what is coming at us. Creation will never be done. There will never be a day when it's all complete and here it is and it's just perfect. That day will never be. Because God cared enough about us to create us with free will, with consciousness, with awareness, with awakeness. It will always be growing, expanding, and becoming more and more and more. And I tell you, it's beautiful when you think about it. It really is. We are divinely inspired to assign meaning to our lives and everything in it. When we assign meaning to it, we define it. It then becomes our reality. Somebody can tell you, oh, I don't like the cold, I don't like the snow, I'd rather just cuddle up by a fire, keep warm. That's one definition. Person right next to him, man, I love going out in the snow and going skiing and building snowmen, making snow angels. I love it. That's the definition. And that's also representative of the beauty of our individuality, is it not? This process that we have been gifted with, this creation, it's one of the causes that causes creation to self-perpetuate. Nobody knows where this is going to go because God gave us that free will. God gave us the ability to create as He created or she created. It is the driving force that allows creation to stand back and look at itself with the beauty of the known unknown. Synchronicity is also one of our ingredients. Nothing comes to us 1 second before it is divinely supposed to, and it never shows up 1 second later than it is divinely created for us to experience, to have, to hold. Synchronicity helps guide us to our higher self, our higher existence. Another ingredient, paradox. What makes the stars visible in the sky at night? You can say they're bright, they glisten, but what really makes them visible? Susan says darkness, and she is correct. Isn't then it true that darkness has a value? That darkness is valid? That darkness needs to be recognized? Equally as the stars. For one without the other, you don't have either. You don't have left if you don't have right. You don't have up if you don't have down. You don't have inside if you don't have outside. Paradox exists in every facet of our lives. Just because it's something that we would not prefer doesn't mean that it's not valid. It doesn't mean that it doesn't matter. It's just something that we don't prefer. We let it move through us, past us, and we carry on with what we're given. It's all equal. Laughter without tears would not be laughter. Happiness without sadness would not be happiness. We've kind of delved into the what of it. We've delved into the where of it. We're kind of like on a planet ride, are we not? We're riding a big rock hurtling through space, kind of wibbling around, circling around, rotating, orbiting around, kind of weird when you think about it. But yet we've been able to define this to the point where we can make sense of it, to know that I'm here in South Bend, Indiana, speaking to you guys right here in church today. We have roads that brought me here. We think we got this all figured out, but when you look at the bigger picture, we're just held to a rock flying around in space. Joanne, am I right? We really don't know a lot about what's going on here. We've managed to make sense of it, and that's kind of magical in its own right. It's kind of like we have a magic wand to a point. I'll get to that in a minute. What is your purpose? Why are we here? What are we supposed to be doing? We do have purpose. And it's a really fun one. In my opinion, the reason you're here is to find out who you are. What excites you? What brings out your passion? What gets you motivated? What brings out your emotions? There's a lot of different, what floats your boat? Act on those passions. Act on that excitement. Act on that. That's going to bring you the fulfillment, and it's going to bring you closer to the true and whole, real person, individual, spirit that you are. Grasp on to the things that excite you and run with them. Take it as far as you can take it. Enjoy it, learn it, get your hands in there, get dirty, get in there and live. Because that's going to be the discovery of who you are. It's not who we are as my name, my age, my marital status, my parental status. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about inside, who you are as a person. Who you are as a spirit. What guides you. It could be something as simple as loving plants, or knitting, or loving cars. It could be something that lasts 5 minutes. It could be something that lasts 5 decades. What is your passion? Where does it lie? What do you want to do? What things excite you? What gets you motivated? What makes you happy? Do those things, because that's going to raise your self-esteem. It's going to raise you to a higher vibration. When you get done with that, you'll probably discover somewhere along the way that you have another excitement. You have something else that you would like to discover, investigate, learn about. That's life. Enjoy it. Move it. Follow it. That's discovery. You're going to discover. Happiness is a defined expression of accepting all things, regardless of preference, out of a universal orchestration designed specifically for you, recognizing that it is designed specifically for you, your individuality and your uniqueness, as well as your presence in the all one source. We're going to be closing this up. So now we kind of got some of the ingredients in the cake that we're baking. And you might be asking, well, how does all this work together to keep me from being my own worst critic, from being my own worst, we won't say it. Be aware of your beliefs. Question them. Ask yourself, where did they come from? Did it come from family? Did it come from a friend? Is it really your true belief? Is it how you believe? Or is this something that you've adapted somewhere along the way? Go deep inside. Find out if it represents truly you or not. If it does not, and you realize that, just in the power of you doing that, it's gone. Just because you recognized it, you saw it, you immediately, as humans, we immediately kick it out of our belief system. It's no longer there. And we live life as though it never was there. So if you're sorting through your belief systems, and you find that, it doesn't have to move forward with you. If you choose to carry it forward with you, there must be some benefit to it. If you choose to carry it forward and you realize that it's not healthy for me, but yet I don't know how to get this, to release this, then you need to dig deeper. You need to go down further and further and further and back and find out what it is that's causing you to not be able to release that belief system. I guarantee you'll find something. Trust. Trust that all the situations and the circumstances are yours, divinely created for you, specifically for you, coming from a higher source for you. Behave that way. Behave like you trust that no matter what's coming at you, that it's designed for you, it's meant to happen for you, and it's up to you to define how you are going to absorb it, how you are going to react, how are you going to feel about it. Give it your definition. Give it your meaning, not somebody else's. I think there's a whole lot more that we could talk about on this stuff, your expectations. Let me just read just a couple more things. We're almost done here. These are just some words of wisdom. Make time to be healthy, or you'll be forced to make time to be sick. It's not how much power you possess, but how you use the power that you have. No one can swing your pendulum far left and far right. Only you can do that. Don't let people swing your pendulum, because guess what? They are not swinging it. You are. And you're the only one that can bring it back to calm center. If you get in trouble, try the AAA. Give this one a call. And acknowledge what you have, not what you don't. Appreciate what you have with full appreciation. And make room and allow for what needs to come next. Manifestation is not bringing something to you that is not already present, but removing the layers that you of your belief system has put between you and that which is already there for you. You hold the wand of creation in your hand. That's a magnificent gift. It really is. Because you get what you believe. You get what you want. Whatever you want, you can have it. You create. You are part of the creation of existence. Allow the things you want in your life to manifest. As soon as, we've covered this, as soon as a negative belief is discovered, it dissolves instantly. Whatever we say goes. Whatever we believe must happen. The universe reflects back to us that which we put out in front of us. We can't look at the mirror and say, you know what? I'm only going to smile if you smile first. You're going to be there a long time. You have to be willing to put your best foot forward, to smile. And the universe has no choice but to smile back. Happiness is a choice that comes from within, without any influence from any external source. And with that, you guys, it's time for me to end. Sue, you want to come up and do some announcements? I thank you guys for your time.
Thank you.
Well, we've got some announcements today, not too many really. The youth leaders will be back next Sunday and will lead informal activities for the kids. On Sunday, September 15th, we will have the fly-up ceremony for our kids and start the regular youth education year. This is really Martha's thing, but I'll go ahead and talk about it. The Niles Scream Park you've all heard about, and you can volunteer as an actor or actress and raise money for Unity of Michiana. You will attend a general meeting on Tuesday, this coming up Tuesday, at 6:30 or 8 p.m. at the Scream Park, and then show up for your time slots. To volunteer or ask questions, please contact Martha. This is a really good program, so I hope people will volunteer and help out with Martha, because I know Martha's going to do it. And Patty, I think, too. And I'd like to ask Chrissy to come up and make the next announcement about observing Unity's World Day of Prayer.
Thanks, Sue. Morning, everyone. Here I am again. World Day of Prayer for Unity actually starts on the 11th. Sandy will have a service here on Zoom on the 12th. But what I wanted to do a quick talk about is the online event. I did this a couple of years ago, and I was blown away. So it's a Zoom link. You have to register for it. And then they do an opening ceremony online with speakers and music and prayer to open the World Day of Prayer. And it's free. It's so worth going to. I highly recommend it. And that takes place on Wednesday, September 11th at 7 o'clock our time. That's Eastern time. And then on Thursday, on Thursday, the 12th, we will be observing the closing ceremony with Reverend Sandy doing her Zoom here in the church. However, we have a table in the back, and I'm thinking that if we can deliver prayer flags to those that are not here, or we can do them virtually. But there are prayer flags in the back that you can put your affirmation on today, tomorrow, whenever, and then we hang them on our line there so that all of the affirmations and the prayers are given and recognized during the ceremony. So please join us for both of those events, whether you go to the one for Unity, the opening ceremonies, or come to this one. And I also wanted to make a quick announcement. There is a pickleball court that they built across the street at Clay Park. And I've been in conversation with them. They are going to open it the mid-September. So I'll keep you posted on that. And I'm going to form a little pickleball group from within our community, mindfulness and pickleball. If anybody plays, let me know. And the other one that I'm working on is a little yoga group. Probably twice a month, to come here and have a little yoga practice, spiritually centered. I have a yoga teacher that I'm talking with, and she's pretty amazing. So it would be for all of, there's a yoga practice in town called Yoga for Everybody, and that will be this one too. Anybody, it's not, you don't have to be able to put your left foot over your neck, so to speak. Anyway, so yoga, pickleball, and World Day of Prayer. And with that, I'm going to turn it back over to Tim.
All right. So we're going to turn our awareness now to universal giving and receiving. We hold our hands in the sign of infinity, which is going out and going in. What goes out must come back to center and go back in. We are supported solely by our own offerings. We don't receive any outside support from anywhere. We use our donations to support our mission and our vision and the things that we wish to accomplish as a group, which you are all a part of. So please, we ask that you give of your time, your talent, and or your treasure, so that we can maintain the monthly cycles that we all experience in life, and that we can pursue bigger endeavors beyond us. So with that, we take a moment and say a prayer. Dear Mother, Father God, we appreciate and acknowledge the laws of prosperity that allow us to give and receive as we need, as we are capable of. We appreciate the opportunity to participate in that function. We use our donations wisely, our board. We ask for divine inspiration every meeting. We sincerely appreciate and thank you for the offerings that we receive. Amen. So I ask that you join with me as we state, God is my support and my abundant supply. I give and receive in freedom and in joy. And now I ask that you stand and we sing our peace song.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be, with God as our Creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be our moment now. With every step I take, let this be a solemn vow to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
And our prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Thank you, everybody. Have a great week.
Good job.
Time and space on the face of a little blue ball falling around the sun. 1 billion million twinkling lights shining out for no one. The middle of the night, here we are, sparks in the darkness, speaking